Okay. We should be great. We should be fine. Everything should be working Gucci. Let's see. Yo, Fernando, my dude. Yo, Angel, brother. How you doing, guys? I hope everything is cool, my dude. Okie dokie, my friend. Prism of belief. And in here it is grenade. 3. 2 divines. Let's go. Please answer the party for 2 divines. Please. Of course, the dude doesn't answer the party for 2 divines. Motherfucker, dude. Please, my friend. I will have to buy the 3 divines one. Motherfucker. One more divine because this bitch doesn't answer, dude. Now the 3 divines, one doesn't answer too. Motherfucker, or either. Okay, so someone answer. The 3-1. Fuck. And this one is the other one. So the 2-3-1s answer, but the 2-1 didn't answer. Fuck that shit. Yo, Crow, my dude. How you doing, my brother? I hope everything is cool, man. Papi. It's not the song. That is not the song. Trade, okay. Hey, what is this? What is this hideout? This hideout is fucking cool, dude. Okay. Now I have to change my fucking 3 to be able to slot that gem. I don't want to take away this one. I won't take away this one, and I won't take away this one. What I should need is getting this slot right here with 3 points, which means I have to take away 3 points from somewhere else. Now, do I take away these 3 points? 25% increase attack damage. 2% movement speed. Movement speed is important. And 8 attack damage and 10 attack damage. I think I will take away that, dude. I think I will take away that. Because all the other shit is important, dude. Or do I take away this one right here? For increased projectile damage, stun build up, and projectile damage. I think this is more stupid. I think this is more stupid. Yo, welcome, my dude. How you doing, brother? Like, this takes me from 7,600 to 7,900. Ooh, this is very much more important. So these 3 things are going away here. Refund, to go away, apply. Then we go. I am needing mana, but I will put intelligence because I am needing mana. This is only what, like 10 points of mana, but hey, who cares? Apply. Then we put the gem in there. There we go. So we are going to do a tier 4 sesh to see how our damage has been doing. Or how our damage is doing. Let's fucking go. Tier 4 sesh. It is profitable, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, to farm tier 4 sesh. Because of the bridge ring, the white bridge rings. You drop 2 and you already made more money than the entrance to the place without anything else. If you drop something else, from that point onward, it's profitable. Like only one. The entrance to the place is paid back with one bridge ring. White bridge ring. 82. Level 82. Everything else after that is just profit. Because the level area is 82 when you play the 4, dude. He also drops on UC rare sometimes. Be sure to check him. Oh, brother. I pick everything up, dude. I pick everything up. I don't leave anything behind. You know how I am. The problem is that now that my abilities are like high level, I am having mana issues and I have to press my flask all the fucking time. But the damage is really fucking good.
No mana.
There you go, no mana. Okay, the clasp hands. I've been told, I don't know if that is the truth, that you pick up the clasp hands because they are the ones that give you the bridge rings. So I make sure to never miss any one of those motherfuckers because the bridge rings is like the most basic profit in here, right? Aside from the catalysts. I hate mana scaling up in PoE 2. Me too, brother, me too. Because you get you need high level on your skills to be able to do decent damage. But if you do it, then you don't have mana to cast your skills. It is fucked up. And if you don't do it, you don't have damage. So you have to do it. It is a pain in the fucking ass. Okay.
Need more time.
We are doing great.
I need more mana.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. I hate this, by the way. This part of the... I wish you just came in here and fucked Sesh right away without having to do all this shit. To me, this is a fucking waste of time, but hey. Okay, I get it, man. Look, 2 bridge rings right here. So this already profited. Already profited right there. And if you get River Catalyst, those are expensive too. There, a River Catalyst right there. Let me see. All of this is level 82, but I am not a crafting boy. I will leave that shit there. I am not a crafting boy to be picking up that bullshit, dude. Okay, let me spend this shit. There we go. Then I pick this up. Let's see how much damage I can put into this Sesh 4, dude. I don't think I can one-shot him. But I should be... Like, I farmed him last night, of course. But what I mean is that I made some upgrades after that. Okay, that is some nice fucking damage, dude. That is some nice fucking damage. Hey, Half-Life, when he just spawns, I consider that a W, dude. I consider that a W.
The abyss knocks once. Is not ours, but
And this is tier 4, dude. What are you doing, bitch? Where are you going? Okay, hey, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. Yo, my dude, that's a W. That is a fucking W. What? Hey, drop something valuable. Drop something valuable, bitch. Is this valuable? How much is this bitch? Skin of the Loyal. Unidentified 10 exalteds. So we have to identify it, right? Bunch of rares in here. I pick everything up. You guys know how it is. I leave nothing behind, dude. I leave nothing behind. I go back and I do the shit, but I come back. I come back to pick up that shit. Okay. Bunch of bullshit in here. So how much is this shit? 3 exalted, 5 exalted, 1 chaos. So this is worthless. Everything that motherfucker drops is worthless. Everything that motherfucker drops is worthless. Well, the only thing that is not worthless is the gauntlets. The how are those motherfuckers called? This shit. The hands of wisdom and action. How much is this shit? 1 divine. Okay. Let me put this here. That's solid damage for sure. Diamond can be worth something. Oh, he has never dropped the diamond for me, dude. That is the thing. He has never dropped the diamond for me. Maybe with the diamond we can make up the profit, you know. Okay. Let's fucking go. Balde gloves. Fernando, you are always with this bullshit, dude. You have to leave my gear be, dude. Why do you want to valor my fucking gear, dude? You have to let my gear breathe, brother. You want to valor everything, bro. Bro can see an unbald unique because he wants to see it bald. Hey, look, an unbald unique. We have to val it right fucking now. You can get 12 damage per hit and those gloves are way more. And I can also get bullshit and bullshit the item. That can also happen.
Hey.
Let me see. Bro wants me to destroy the fucking gloves, dude. Bro, you...
Hey.
I am being honest. Every time you see one of my uniques, you always tell me, val that shit. Like this motherfucker wants me to val everything, dude. Okay, give me a second in here. How much do I need in this bitch? I have it 5, so at least 15. Okay. I am buying the bullshit. I am buying the bullshit to valid because you have to quality and open the sockets first. The sockets. You can't just valid like that. With the omen of corruption. Okay. If I don't get the 12 bullshit, I am going to be pissed off. Okay, there we go. Hey, the pin. To know what happened. The pin to know what happened. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Damage penetrates 50% lightning resistance. That is not bad. Like, it is not the best thing ever, but it is not bad either, right? And everything else stayed the same. 7 divine, 9 divine. Hey, it went up in value, dude. It went up in value for sure, dude. Hey, Fernando, W, dude, W. That's a big one, brother. That's a good one. W right there. W right there. How much do I sell this shit for? 5 divines. I don't know because I want to sell this shit fast. I don't like waiting for shit to sell. Let me drop this to 6. This is why you want everything. Now you had a taste. But that happens once out of 20 times. The other 19 times, you get fucked in the ass. Yo, Rizzo, my dude, how you doing, brother? Brother, I installed, guys, I gave up. Like, I caved. And I made a huge mistake. And I sucked to WoW again. I sucked to WoW, dude. I am going to play. I decided what the class that I am going to play. Of course, this is off stream. I am just opening just to show you. But hey, this is for off stream. I am going to play PoE on stream. But I decided I am going to play an Unholy Knight for this season. I am still level 70. I had to level it up to level 80. Here it is my big boy. Torrent, obviously, I always play Torrent. You are a pussy if you don't play Torrent. So there you have my Unholy Knight, dude. I have nothing. I have to grow again. But hey, that is fucking cool. I don't even have gold, dude. So yes, I suck to WoW, dude. I suck to WoW. Now you can try Arbiter. We need revenge. Yes, but I don't have the to buy. I need to sell something. If I sell the prism or I sell the gauntlets, the gloves, we can go to the Arbiter because right now I don't have the currency to do it, dude. I don't have the currency to do it right now. I have 0 divines because I just bought a Yule for 3 divines. But we are farming the bridge, so maybe farming the bridge we get something, right? Oh, I believe I left some rares in there. Yes, we have some rares in here. So into WoW is Abigail, brother. I did it. I want to play. I don't know. Something inside me is calling me to play WoW. And hey, I will probably only sub this one time with money and then I just farm gold, and with gold I just pay for the sub and I don't have to spend money on that shit. Okay, let's drop this shit right here. This is worthless. This is also stupid. There we go. We sell this shit. Let's go again. The four inside you, brother. Hey, we have to stop. Guys, we have to stop. Dude. Outside from liking wolves, what other bullshit can you tell me that why am I a furry? Because I like the wolf druid. That is not enough of a reason, dude. That is not enough of a reason. We have to stop this shit right now because once you create the rumor, people will believe it, dude. People will believe it. And then people will say, oh, you watch Jazzarus, that furry guy. Brother, hey, stop it, dude. That is how rumors are created, bro. Okay. This part is so fucking annoying. I hate it with a passion, dude, having to do this shit to be able to fight the boss. But hey, a big part of the profit comes from this with the bridge ring. So wait, we do it. Not gonna lie, after watching Van Helsing, I thought werewolves were cooler. Dude, right? In Van Helsing, fucking werewolves are awesome, dude. And the design of the werewolf in Van Helsing is insanely cool, dude. It is impossible to watch Van Helsing and not think that werewolves are fucking awesome, dude. Now you know what I mean, son, my dude. Now you know what I mean. Now again, guys, hey, don't misinterpret my word, my word, my words. Don't misinterpret my words. But if I was a werewolf, I am a werewolf now. I can't do anything about it, right? I am a werewolf. I would fuck a female werewolf, but it is because I am a werewolf, dude. Being human, no. I am a human, I don't do that. But if I am already a werewolf, you have to fuck a female werewolf, right? It is your species at this point. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is not furry. That is not furry. Plus, furry is not the same as bestiality. Furry is putting on the costume and go to conventions and being weird, right? It is not the same. Hey, nothing against that, but it is not me. Yeah, you're never feeding the allegations. He's feeding the rumor. Brother, because it is funny, because it is funny. Hey, dude, come on, man. Brother, I knew it. By the way, guys, I knew it. I knew when I chose that the wolf was going to be the avatar for the channel. I knew people were going to say that I was a furry because of that. I knew it, dude. I knew it. Okay, okay. But hey, I like wolves. What can I tell you? Okay, let's kill this bitch. Also, guys, don't you think it's weird now that I open WoW? Well, I already closed it. That in WoW I play all torrents instead of all worgens. Why do you think it's that? Shouldn't I be playing all worgens if I like werewolves so much? And the worgen design is the design of the werewolf that I like. Why am I not playing worgen in WoW then, and I am playing torrents? Explain that to me. There is a reason, by the way, but I don't know if you will know the reason. But there is absolutely a reason why I am not playing the literal werewolves in WoW, and I am instead playing the torrent. War Stomp is OP. Well, that is one, but it is not that. Because the people that play that class are weird as fuck. That could be, but it is not that one. It is much simpler than that. And it is because that motherfucker bitch is on the Alliance. Who the fuck was to play in the Alliance, bro? I have to go with the fucking Horde. And in the Horde, the class that is kind of similar is the Torrent, right? I am not going to play Alliance. What the fuck pussy shit is that? So that is the reason that I don't want to play Alliance. Just because of that. I like a lot the design of the wolves, by the way, the worgen. I think it is cool. It is a fucking werewolf. But they are Alliance. Fuck Alliance. All my homies hate the Alliance. Brother, I get out of mana, out of flask. Look at this shit, dude. I don't have mana, I don't have flask, I don't have chat. Okay. The hand can kill me, dude. The hand can kill me. Okay, I hate the hand, by the way. The big hand that drops from the sky, not the ones that come from the floor. Those are easy to dodge. These are easy. I don't care about these ones. I mean the one that drops from the sky.
Infinite pursuit.
Just die, bitch. I am tired, boss. Without mana, it is a pain in the ass. I have tons of both. I do too, but I prefer the torrents. Yo, Geek, my dude, how you doing, brother? I did like the Sylvanas story before the Shadowlands shit and before the Battle for Azeroth shit. But up until like Wrath of the Lich King, her story is cool, dude. So I got a bunch of bullshit here. Nothing useful, obviously, as always. He didn't even drop the gauntlets. I just like to match the race with the class. I don't really care about the faction. Yes, the faction stuff got like, it is not as important now as it used to be, right? Like people already don't care that much about it. But I care. I don't want to be Alliance. Fuck Alliance. Okay. Well, at least we are getting the bridge rings, dude. At least we are getting the bridge rings because I am not getting any more from this bullshit. Human Paladin, Orc Shaman, or Warlock, shit that makes sense is what I do. Hey, that is a good idea, dude. Like the very first character that I ever created in WoW, to be honest, was an Orc Warlock. An Orc Warlock was the ever first character that I created. It is a cool combination because you automatically think about Gul'dan, right? And you say I am going to create Gul'dan in this bad boy. And it is cool. It is cool. Yo, yes, when will we have the next Jazz Reacts? You need to watch PoE's Words Guide video. It's hilarious. I wanna watch it, but that video is like half an hour, and you know how I will watch a half an hour video in 2 fucking hours. Right? That is the problem. Not gonna lie, I was always fiending after that Night Elf. Brother, hey, that is the general behavior. And you guys are talking shit about me. This motherfucker is gooning after Night Elf. That is the general behavior, dude. Everyone will drop PoE 2 for a while after PoE 1 new expansion coming. Probably. I will play the new expansion for PoE 1. 100 fucking %. No questions about it. Night Elf Priest and Hunter, Night Elf Druid. Yes, Night Elf Druid makes sense. Okay. I mean that early Night Elf WoW trailer got me good. Yeah, dude, yeah. I get you, man. I get you. Okay. But I am going to watch a video right fucking now, by the way. I was just waiting for people to get in here. I was just waiting for people to get in here, doing a couple of you know. We are going to watch a video. There we go. I want to watch something short. This is 5 minutes. This is 8 minutes for PoE 1. Let's watch this one first. Let's watch this one first. I already watched this one, by the way. But a lot of things that are said in here are cool, so I wanted to watch it with you guys. We miss our Delph. Brother, I told you, like, when I played in the Frisia League, I really liked the Delph mechanic. It was my favorite or one of my favorites. Hot take, I can't stand him. Brother, a lot of people can't stand him. I don't mind him. Dude, a lot of people can't stand me. So, hey. I don't judge. I don't judge. I am in no position of saying that about anyone else because my accent, my voice, my yelling, whatever the fuck. I am annoying too, so. But this video is not from Try, this video is from Gassy. So hey, dude, let's watch. So guys, I have this video here from Gassy TV, 4 months updates, PoE to launch when. So this is basically a summary of the interview that Jonathan did with Try. I did my own summary about this. That video is already on the channel. You can watch it. But well, it is recommended to me right here. Look at this. This is my own summary of the thing. But I want to watch this one to see what Gassi is saying in here, because he has also cool opinions about the game sometimes. So I want to see what he's saying in here. Let's go.
Hey guys, Gassy TV here with another Path of Exile 2 video. We just finished watching the Talkative Tries interview with Jonathan Rogers, co-founder and game director of Path of Exile 2. I made some notes with the most important things that I think that we stood. I want to do like a TLDR read through.
Brother, the thing was fucked up. Check out the homie Steve, aka Thor Twister, if you like that. Brother, who do you think you are talking to? I follow him on Twitch, dude. I follow him on Twitch. With my Jazzarus account. I follow him on Twitch. Okay, let's see if this time it works the correct way.
Hey guys,
Okay.
Gassy TV here with another Path of Exile 2 video. We just finished watching the Talkative Tries interview with Jonathan Rogers, co-founder and game director of Path of Exile 2. I made some notes with the most important things that I think that we stood out from this. I want to do like a TLDR read through and talk about these little topics. Obviously, we'll link the descriptions down below to the entire
That sound is the aliens from South Park, right?
interview over at Talking to Tries video on his YouTube channel. So check that out. So the first thing that stood out in the initial start of the podcast or the interview was scheduling. Essentially, they're talking about locking in features versus locking in dates. And they've decided to further go back to what they've done in the past years of the progression of PoE 1, which is locking in dates. Basically, they're confirming that they want to settle on a 4-month league cycle. That means 3 launches a year instead of 4, which we've had for.
But if you play both PoE 1 and PoE 2, then they are 6 launches per year, every 2 months. And I intend to do that. I intend to do that, guys. To go PoE 1, PoE 2, PoE 1, PoE 2, PoE 1, PoE 2. And every 2 months I have new content. The content never fucking stops. I think that is awesome. So I do agree that it is cool to have the date set in stone. And if a feature doesn't make it, it doesn't make it. We push it back to the next patch, to the next league, to the next whatever. Now, what I will say is that will be less painful in PoE 2 when the game is actually fully developed, right? But right now that we are missing classes and acts, every time they decide to push back a class or to push back an act, that one is going to hurt. What do I mean by that? For example, let's imagine, we know, by the way, I predicted this before they announced this. I told you guys, 0.3 is going to come in August. I predicted it, and they confirmed it. It is coming in August. But what happens if 0.3 drops in August and we don't have the druid? I will rage like a little fucking bitch. Because what the fuck? It is almost a year. And if you don't drop it in August, that means that you will wait 4 more months. It will be December, and it will be a whole fucking year without the druid. At that point, you are fucking me in the ass too fucking much. So, yeah, I will ask you. I agree with you taking this decision that setting up the date, and what doesn't make it, you push it back. I think it is the correct thing to do because now players know where things are happening. Cool. I love it. But for the love of God, man, please put the druid in 0.3 as much as you can. Do everything in your power to make it happen. Please! And with the wolf, not only the bear, with also the wolf. Please. You don't need to read this aloud. At least you aren't free glazing them and avoid being toxic, false positivity is worse than being negative. Oh, yeah, I understand you. Like, I try to be positive. You guys know that, hey, I could be way more toxic than I am. But I am not because I don't want to, because I don't feel the need to, right? But I could be really fucking toxic if I wanted to. But I don't need, because the reality is that I am positive about the game. You know this. The reality is that I am positive about I rant and whine or complain or whatever, but it is with the best of intentions, giving feedback, making the game better, also being entertaining, because I don't like, to be honest, guys, I don't like the style of YouTubing where you make a video like this. Well, guys, last night, Jonathan did an interview with the YouTuber called Talk the Tribe, and they talk about the new stuff that are coming for the game. Who the fuck wants to watch that, motherfucker? Who the fuck wants to watch that? Fuck that. So, yeah, it is a combination of all these things. But the point is that I do try to be positive. The thing is that since you guys here in the chat, in the live stream that are interacting with me, know that we are having fun because we are interacting and doing stuff. But when I do the cuts for the videos, the people that watch the videos don't know that I am having fun, and sometimes they think that I am raging and not having fun. I am having fun all the time, dude. I love it when I am ranting. No druid in 0.3. Fuck that, Carlo, dude. Fuck that. Hey, if we don't get the druid, I will be pissed off, dude. There's no werewolf confirmation yet, dude. I know that. And that pisses me off. That pisses me the fuck off. I want the wolf, dude. And by the way, I know that we are not getting a werewolf like the one in Van Helsing or like the one in WoW. We are getting a wolf, right? Like in fucking Twilight. An actual fucking wolf. But hey, that is better than no wolf. I prefer that to no wolf, right? Love the energy, man. Yo, another day, my dude. Thank you very much, bro. That means a lot, dude. That means a lot. Screaming angry puppies, best puppy. Yo, thank you. D2 werewolf looks pretty cool. Brother, D2 werewolf is fucking golden. You know how the D2 werewolf looks? Like the to me. Not 1-1, but it is similar to the one in Harry Potter, dude. Harry Potter, Azkaban, werewolf. The one in D2 looks like this one. That it is like a skinny werewolf, right? It is like a skinny werewolf. The one in D2 looks like this one. And it is cool. To me, this is a cool design. The one in Van Helsing is better. But hey, that one is not bad either. Look at this. The one in Van Helsing is a beefy fucking boy, dude. This is like peak werewolf activity, dude. This is peak werewolf activity. Feels like boss type. Yep. I know that furry, but would like to try druid werewolf. Dude, you can't try the wolf in games without being a furry. That is what I am trying to tell you, dude. Okay, let's continue, dude.
Over a decade. And so we're going to have 4-month leagues for both Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2, including the early access. And they seem to be aiming for this to be with a 2-month separation. So there's.
By the way, if we trust talking about the 4 months, let's look at the calendar. August 0.3. They already talk about 0.4 in that interview, which means that when the next patch after 0.3, which is 4 months, drops, that is not going to be the release. So, August, September, October, November, in December or November or December, you get the next one. And it is going to be 0.4. It is not going to be the release. 4 months after that, you get January, February, March, or April. Do you remember that interview when he said, I know we are not going to be able to drop it this year, but we are aiming for March or April next year? So I think that should be, because they can delay it again if things are not ready, but that should be the patch 1.0. March of April next year. Right? Let's assume, let's look at the calendar, right? In August, let's say like 15 August, you drop 0.3. 1 month September, 2 months October, 3 months November, December 15 you drop 0.4. Then you go January, February, March, and 15th of April you drop or 0.5 or 1.0. If you don't drop 0.5, that means that 1.0 will be to August of next year. That is too much. That is too much. That is almost 2 years of early access. So my prediction is, if they don't push it anymore, 1.0 will be April 2026. You can write that, you can cash it, you can take it to the fucking bank. 1.0 will be April 2026. What up, motherfucker? Hey, clip this shit so you send it to me when they announce it. Because I am always fucking right. Underworld werewolf is also cool. Yes, the underworld werewolves are also cool. The ones that are not cool are the ones that are not anthropomorphic. Which ones are those? The fucking Twilight werewolf. These ones suck dick because they are not anthropomorphic. They are a fucking wolf. What the fuck is this shit? To make a cool werewolf, you have to make it anthropomorphic. If not, this is not a werewolf. It is just a wolf. We are cleaning this. That is a dog. It's fact. It sucks dick.
Going to be a PoE 1 league, then 2 months later there's going to be a PoE 2 league, then 2 months later PoE 1 league, rinse and repeat.
We are going to be trapped in here forever, but it is a cool type of trap.
However, this does seem to make December launch kind of a long shot, because if we're going to have a PoE 1 league now in the, what date is it? 27th, right? 29th, sorry. 29th now because it's past midnight. We're going to be in a position where we get this in June, so 2 months later. That means that PoE 2 League Point 3 should come in August. And then a December launch for Point 4.
Not happening,
maybe
not
that
happening.
is what Jonathan wants to be, the 1.0. That seems like a very, very long shot for that to be launched. So then Jonathan have said in previous interviews that they're aiming for either a December launch or a March launch by that.
Hey, he watched the interview that I referenced. By the way, if you want to know about that interview, I have a video going over that interview too. Dude, I have all the news about PoE, by the way. If you subscribe to me, if you follow me, you will be up to date with everything related to Path of Exile. You will know everything that you need to know, dude. What the fuck?
March launch is now instead going to be in April instead, based on what we've heard here at least. But
okay, he's also thinking what I'm thinking with an April launch if they don't delay anymore. But at that point, if you delay again, it will be August. It is too much, right? It is too much. You can't delay it to delay it to August again, dude. It is almost 2 years of early access. You have to release it in the April launch, dude, in the April league.
You know, we'll see what happens. They have said that if the new classes aren't done before the launch time, that they will
Yo, Rizzo, brother! You are fucking insane, dude! Thank you so much, bro. I honestly don't know what the fuck beats are, but thank you, dude. I am going to give you a howl because that is fucking cool. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, brother. It's a dire wolf. But that is the problem. That is the problem. A dire wolf is an animal, not a person that turns into an animal, right? So fuck this shit. The dire wolf, like in Game of Thrones, where it's like a pet, that is cool. That is fucking cool. So, hey, fuck the werewolf in Twilight. Yo, Gerard, my dude! So, bro, I didn't have enough tribute for a Purple Omen. I felt like you. Brother, it feels awful, right? It feels like it is bullshit, dude. Hey, that is fucked up, dude. I am sorry, brother. It feels fucking awful, dude. Bro, hey, I learned my mistake and it hasn't happened me again. You know how you solve it. You always defer everything. Defer. Don't purchase anything without deferring it until it is free. You defer shit until it is free. And that is how you solve that problem.
very possibly release the game in a full 1.0 launch where it's free to play without all the new classes and introduce them as time goes by. Another thing that was pointed out in the interview was the return of Sana was hinted and mentioned several times, at which point Jonathan never denied that this was happening, and Try brought it up.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't know who the fuck Sana is. I know that she's like the daughter of some boss, the Shaper or the Sire or the motherfucker. Why is she so important? I don't know why people talk so much about her. Why is Sana important? Why do people care so much about Sana? The only thing that I can think of is that she's really fucking hot. That is the only thing that comes to mind.
Multiple times, and Jonathan's response was to consistently be in agreement, or at least nod in agreement to all of these statements. So there was no denying that Sana might be returning. Obviously, we've seen the roast petals, which is basically a Sana's signature move. So from the teasers and the reveal teaser, I guess, for the secrets of the Atlas with the originator that we've seen. However, something I did not know was that apparently PoE 2 is not available in China yet. And this explains all the Chinese.
I didn't know that either. I thought that PoE 2 was on China. I was trying to investigate about the server in China, and I found out a lot of information about the server for PoE 1, and I found out that the server for that the China server for PoE 1 has a lot of pay-to-win features. And I think that one of the reasons, now in retrospect, now that he's saying that the China server has not launched yet, I think it is because they are putting the pay-to-win features for PoE 2 for the China server. Also, I have the theory, and I think that at this point, it is not a theory. It makes sense, right? That people always come up with the conspiracy theories of Tencent moving the strings of GGG because now they own the 100% of GGG, so they are moving the strings. My theory is, first of all, Tencent has a history of being hands-off with the stuff. They let companies do what they want. Plus, I think that Tencent, what they really care about is the China server. What they really care about is the China server. That is where the money is going to come from because of the pay-to-win they are going to put in there. And for the rest of the world, hey, they take the W, but they don't care. I believe it is like that, dude. Maybe I am on hopium, I don't know. But it makes logical sense to me. The difference is that Jazz had enough tribute but decided to go for the invitation. That is the part that hurts. That it was a mistake because I didn't even realize that the Omen was in there. And after I bought the audience with the king, I saw the Omen and it was too fucking late. You can't reimburse the bullshit. That is fucked up, by the way. They should allow you to reimburse. This dude in Global just gave out like 100 divines. Motherfucker, and I wasn't there. I would take one, dude. One divine would be awesome for me. Sana's story involves her father, Baldo Cassirius, who was a researcher in Oriath and was involved with the Shaper's creation. Sana later utilizes the Atlas to find clues about her father and battles cosmic entities like the Elder and the Shaper. That is cool, but why are people so crazy about her? Like, does she do like a mechanic in the game that is cool and playing with that is cool? Because I can't think about anything else, dude. Good morning, brother. Yo, where's my dude? How you doing, brother? By the way, I have to get up to date with my PoE 1 lore, not for the campaign because I am up to date with the campaign, but for the endgame because I don't really know about the cosmic entities. Like, it is obvious, for example, in PoE 2, the Sesh or the people from the bridge, that is like some Lovecraftian bullshit, right? So I don't know who they are, but maybe in PoE 1 they kind of explain that. Me and my friend always say, audience with a king, come for daddy. Yeah, all the time because of you, brother. Hey, dude, I was like, yes, audience for the king, come to daddy, dude. And it was bullshit. I fucked it up, dude. I'll give you a deal, bro. No, Hamilton, dude. Hey, I appreciate it, but don't worry about it, dude. Thank you, dude. I heard she gives good blows. I hope so.
Traders. I know some people have been talking about the plague of RMTers and whatnot, which is more.
By the way, how many of you guys do this? I take out the bullshit in my ears with a fucking toothpick, not with a Q-tip, because the Q-tip is fucked up. It pushes the garbage in. But a fucking toothpick is big to clean out your ears, dude. Do you guys do that too?
It's less frowned upon in the Asian regions
Hell
of
no.
gaming. So this is obviously something that hopefully will have a better impact on the Western side of the clients or the community of the gameplay for us if the Chinese realms gets the actual early access. So hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. However, that is on Tencent to deal with. I know that.
Do you guys think that the real money trading will go down when the China server drops? I think it won't have any effect. I think it won't matter. Hell no, bro. I will stab my brain if I sneeze. You take out the toothpick, dude. You won't be that idiot, dude. Also, how can I donate some dips to you? Are you sure you want to do it? Like, I will take the divines if you guys wanna give them to me because I need them. But it is absolutely not necessary. Right? If you guys need the divines, those are your divines. But if you absolutely want to give me the divines, that is my character's name. Also, you can join my guild, you can add me, whatever the fuck you want. Okay. I use a Q-tip till I'm deaf, then I get clean at the doctors. Brother, I want to go to the doctor so they do an actual clean with water and mulching. I want to do that because I feel like so many years with bullshit in my ears, I have like the ears clogged, and that is why I yell out so much, because I need to yell to listen to myself. If anything, it will increase, lol. It can increase. For sure it can increase. Chinese supers will forever exist, yeah, brother. It will be or the same or increase. It won't go down. And when the game is free to play, guys, let me tell you, you have to prepare yourself. When the game is free to play, real money trading and boarding is going to be insane, because right now you have the barrier of entry that you have to pay $30 to play. But once that barrier is lifted, the gates will open, dude. You'd be surprised at what comes out of your ears, like how the hell was that in there? Brother, I have watched videos of people like when they clean their ears, and for some reason that is like relaxing to me. And yes, a lot of crazy shit comes from there, dude. Hello, bro, I'm from Russia. I welcome you to the ranks of exiles. Dude, my brother, I don't know how to pronounce your I will call you Anaheim, because that is what I can read in there. Anaheim, dude, thank you very much for welcoming me, dude. I welcome you to this place too, dude. Thank you so much for being here, dude. You have to understand that I am not familiar with the Cyrillic alphabet, right?
That they have some other features that we don't have in the Western side for PoE 1. Maybe that's the reason it's delayed when it comes to progression of this for PoE 2. I don't know, but it's not available in China, and I didn't know that. So that's going to be pretty cool. Another thing they brought up was the topic of mid-league changes. Now, all of us have been very vocal about this, especially when it comes to Spark in the 0.1 patch. So overpowered, nerf it. And every time that's been brought up, they basically said, no, we can't do it because it will piss people off. And then they were like, okay, but they're nerfing everything to the ground in 0.2. But then we had a similar experience where instead of Spark, we're now doing Lightning Spear. And it's just Lightning Spears everywhere. And basically what Jonathan said is, you just can't do it. And
by the way, Jonathan is right. I do believe that people that complain about that are pussies. But at the same time, Jonathan is right. If 50% of your player base is playing Lightning Spear, and you nerf Lightning Spear, you are going to piss off 50% of your player base. Not worth it. It is just not fucking worth it. Let them have fun with their Lightning Spear and one-shot everything, and we'll fix it next patch. So, next league. So, fuck that. I agree with Jonathan. He's right. It is an unnecessary storm that you don't need. You don't need to do that. Just let it be.
reason for this is that the perception of this doesn't matter if the game is in early access or not. If they were to nerf something like that, it would basically, what Jonathan said, was sweeping the chair from underneath your feet. And why the fuck you would stand on the chair to begin with is a mystery to me, but that was the metaphor being used. And essentially, the idea is that you would just piss people off, and that's why they never want to do nerfs. However, they are more keen on doing mid-league buffs, even in point 2. And they said that they're aiming for something to happen with this.
Is that you, brother? Is that you? Another day. Yeah, it has to be you, but it's because the character is called Job, another day die. No way in hell that is not you. I invited you, I invited you. Oh, there you are. Yo, hello. A couple of grenades in your face right there. Yo, brother, thank you. Hey, I believe we will be able to go to the arbiter because of this contribution right here. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, dude. You can I will invite you to the guild. There you go. Who are you in the chat, Limeya? What the fuck? 9 divines! This is so... Hey, guys, thank you, thank you. We are going to use this right away. I won't waste this opportunity you guys are giving me, and we are going to fight the fucking arbiter. We are going to turn these divines into content. We are going to turn these divines into content, not being a pussy, right? So let's fucking go, dude. We are going to finish the video first, of course. Oh, I forgot to invite you to the guild. Invite to guild. There you go. We are the Wolves of Rayclass. That is the name of the guild. The Wolves of Rayclass. We have the guild stash. I don't think you guys that are giving out 9 divines need anything. But hey, here are uniques, maps. You can drop stuff in here or take away stuff in here from the guild stash. Whatever the fuck you want. Oh, that was you, Hamilton, my dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Mando, I got stuff too. Hey, that is my character's name. That is my character's name. Right there.
Post the 3.26 launch in PoE 1 before point 3 comes out for PoE 2. Build diversity fixes. They've been talking about rebalancing of skill scaling to improve build diversity of viable endgame main abilities in the game in general. This was one of the things they wanted to talk about, and Jonathan started answering the questions in the way that they kept leaning on unique items being a fix to a lot of these issues. And
now I have not a problem with that because I think that is cool. I think that builds using at least one unique item is a good thing for me because it is cool. There is not a gameplay reason behind this. I just think it is cool using at least one unique item, right? Let me see. Yo, Mando, my dude. I'm down to be in the guild. Send me an invite. I invited you, dude. When you traded with me, I invited you. Let me invite you again. Look, the guild invite is out. It even says cancel guild invite. Brother! A sacred flame. Are you sure, dude? Isn't this like expensive or whatever the fuck? Bro, he's giving me here his whole fucking currency tab, dude. What the fuck? What are you doing, dude? Hey, Mando, stop it! Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. We are going to farm the arbiter after we finish the video, dude. Brother, 15 divines at least. What the fuck, dude? Brother gave me his fucking build. Is this all your gear, dude? Like I could create a lightning speed character with this gear, right? You gave me your gear basically. So I can create an Amazon, I put this gear on, and I have a lightning speed build. I will save this. I won't sell it. I will use it. I will try to save it for myself. Let's see what happens, because I also don't wanna play lightning speed. Brother, this is awesome. Thank you, dude. Thank you, my dude, Mando, brother. This is fucking awesome. Hey, guys, thank you. I will, of course, try to make content with this so we have fun. Not pussing out, you know. I invited you to the guild too, by the way. By the way, guys, if you want to be in the guild, I invited the 3 people that just traded me. But don't think that you need to trade me to be in the guild. If you want to be in the guild, shoot me like a whisper or whatever, and I will invite you. You don't have to trade with me. I want everybody to join the guild. That is my name if you want to whisper me, so I invite you to the guild. Yes, now you can join the dark side. No, I won't play lightning. I would prefer to play the twister bullshit. Fuck lightning speed, dude. You can make lightning speed or twister character with us. I prefer the twister. I prefer the twister. But use the Rai, not Amazon. Okay, but I won't play lightning speed, so don't worry about it, dude. What makes the Rai better than Amazon? I really don't know. I really don't know. Let's go. Let's invite Black Hammer in here. There you go, my dude. Yo, Thor's... Brother, what is that name? Thor's Big Black Hammer. Dude, what is that name? That is a cool name. I like it, dude. Who are you in the chat, Black Hammer? In the stream. Just remember one thing, you deserve it. If people want to contribute, let us. You deserve the hello, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sometimes I feel like you guys need the currency too, right? So you know, it is like if you guys need it, hey, don't feel like you have to give it to me. It's just because you want to, right? But I understand you. Thank you, dude. We'll play next league. Hey, dude, I hope next league it is fucking good, dude. Yo, Hunter, dude. Okay, that is you. You are the first Big Black Hammer. That is fucking cool. I invited you there, dude. W9, that is a fucking W9. I joined, but I dropped the game. Dude, code, hey, you can come back next patch, right? You can come back next patch and we invite you. Check out this new base world with the twister builds. Fucking insane. Brother. I have watched his videos talking about it. And the movement speed and all of that. Dude, hey, I don't play that, but I have to keep up with the game, right? So I have watched the videos. We are probably done with the league and waiting on August. Yes, I understand that. I want it, but I'm sitting on like 100 divines worth of gear and 40 in my stash. Dude! In the guild bullshit, and you can join the guild because of that. Yo, that's my dude. How you doing, brother? You can join the guild. Everyone can join the guild without doing anything. That is my name. Whisper me or whatever, and I invite you to the guild, dude. What are you doing? What are you talking about? The Wolves of Reckless, dude.
Many topics and many questions that were brought up throughout the entire interview, which you can watch at a whole. It's linked in the descriptions down below. You can hear how they're essentially leaning on the idea that more unique items is going to fix a lot of the issues, which seems to be the to-go-to answer, which felt...
By the way, since we were talking about the currency, I forgot what I was talking about, the uniques. So, I was saying that I like that you can have that. I like that cool builds or that powerful builds have at least one unique in them. I think that thematically it is cool, not necessarily because of some gameplay reason. But at the same time, don't you find a dichotomy in here, guys? I've been talking lately about how they are releasing new socketables, chase socketables to put in your gear, but you are not really giving me choices to free up my sockets to put in those new sockets, because I am using the sockets to solve my resistances and attributes. and that is with rare gear. But if you use uniques, it is even harder because you guys know that to fix resistances when using uniques, it is definitely harder, and you rely even more on runes and sockets to fix your resistances when you are using several uniques. But now they say they want you to rely more on uniques. At the same time, they are also giving you the sockets. Like, don't you find that these two things are contradictory? I understand that you can also use the argument that no, these are more options, because you can go with a build that go with uniques and solve resistances with sockets, or a build that goes with rares and you solve the resistance with your gear, and then you can put the new chase sockets. And these are two styles of playing. But wouldn't it be cooler if you could mix and match everything with everything? It would be definitely cooler, right? Because, I don't know, I think it is contradictory to want me to go for the new sockets and at the same time want me to go with uniques that make getting sockets harder because I need to fix resistances with runes. What I just want with this is give us more ways of fixing resistances. Or give me resistances in the tree, lower the penalty for resistances for the campaign. Give me more resistances for affixes in gear. I don't know, but hey, that is what I'm saying, dude.
Felt a little bit so because I am personally not a big fan of that being the solution, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not a developer for that matter either, but we'll see. But that is seemingly going to be the answer to a lot of the questions, is that, well, more unique items or more mechanics or crafting, that's going to fix all of these issues somehow. For example, Divine Orbs and Sync being, oh, we just need more uniques. I'm not sold on that being the solution.
I agree with Gassin here, by the way. I agree with Gassin here. Gassin has been saying this for a while, and I believe it is like the only YouTuber that I have seen. There are several content creators saying it, but he's like the one has been saying it more. That we need a sync for Divine Orbs to help combat inflation. And I think he's completely right every time he says this. And he's saying that apparently Jonathan thinks that, I don't know if this is true, because we don't know what they are working on behind the scenes. Maybe they are working on a divine sync. But his interpretation here is that Jonathan thinks that releasing more uniques is kind of a divine sync because people use the divine on the unique to try to get the highest possible rolls, right? And he thinks that that is not enough of a sync. And I have to agree with Gassin here. Just releasing more uniques so people use the divines on the uniques is not enough of a sync for divines. We need more ways of using our divine orbs. That is completely true, dude. That is completely true. Because divine orbs in the game right now are not something that you use. They are just a trading currency. They are just basically a coin. They are a dollar bill. Nothing more than that. They are useless by themselves. They just allow you to buy other shit. That is what divine orbs are in the game right now. I agree, yes, I think it's just a symptom of the rest of the game in-game systems not being complete yet, like resisting the tree. I agree with that, Bill, man, dude. I know that a lot of the things, you know what is weird? That a lot of the things that we say or we complain about the game, and myself that I do videos complaining about, they probably already have the solution behind the scenes, and we don't know yet, because it is something that they haven't announced, it is something that hasn't come out. They are probably working on the solution in a big new system that is coming in 0.4 and we don't know. It is like that. Like a lot of the problems that are in the game, probably they already thought about the fix and we don't know. But at the same time, since we don't know, we are not sure if they work on the fix. So we have to point it out in case they are not working on the fix to bring it up to their attention so they work on the fix, right? He always contradicts themselves with what they say and do. Yeah. A stupid take from Jonathan. At the same time, I don't know if that is what he tried to say. That is like the interpretation we are giving, right? Did he say it directly that uniques are meant to be the divine sync? I don't think he said exactly that. I will have to go and look for the interview. More gamble, yay. Hey, they love gambling. They love gambling, dude. Everything, by the way, guys, we know that everything in the game is gambling. There is not anything in the game that is not gambling, dude.
I think that was brought up was one of my questions, actually. which was better scaling of XYZ archetypes, such as minions, not just specific minions, but minions was one of the main things brought up in this. And the idea here is to give you an idea of the problem here. In PoE 1, you have multiple venues of scaling minions damage as a specific to that archetype. You have minion damage at several sources, you have minion specific modifiers and things like that.
You guys know how Gazi is the minion guy. What if I become the wolf guy? When the wolf druid comes out, I am the wolf dude. And I make wolf works with whatever the fuck it is. Or maybe if the wolf is too narrow and there is not much thing that you can do, I am the shape-shifting guy. And everything that transforms you into another shit, that is me. The bear, the wolf, if they do the cat, if they do the demon form that right now is in the game with the witch, I can be the shape-shifting guy. I don't know, because I like playing different shit. So shape-shifting is wider than just the wolf. You can dress up as a wolf in a stream. Dude, let me tell you. If I had the money to buy a werewolf costume, I would 100% buy it and wear it the day the cosplay of a werewolf the day the wolf drops. Or I think I can buy a mask. It is not the same as going full werewolf, but hey, a mask is good enough. A mask is good enough.
Like rings in PoE 2, however, those modifiers only exist on the scepter, which is why a really high roll scepter is very expensive to purchase. And then the only other scaling you get for minions outside of that, more or less, there are some very, very niche outliers like the ever-grasping ring. You only have level of minion scaling, just levels. That's all there is. So I was really very curious to hear about the answer here, and the answer we received was, sure, we are open to doing it, essentially. So there was nothing of value that came out of the answer in this question. Sadly, it felt like more of a political answer more than anything. So, I mean, obviously, the best answer here to say, sure, we definitely want to do that, but
it is at the same time, I understand that Gazi wanted a more concise answer, but the question itself leans too much into this type of answer. Because there is no way in hell that he just right there off the cuff tells you, yes, we are planning this and that for each archetype. It is impossible to give you that answer, right? Change your whole backroom into a forest. Dude, what I can do is like the whole fucking green screen and I put a forest in the green screen. Just fully confirm, brother Fernando. I want to stop the allegations right fucking now. Dude, like we have to contain this right now that we are still not a massive, huge community. Because when I get 10,000 viewers, it will be too fucking much and it will spread out and I won't be able to contain it. We have to contain this right now. I am not a furry. I like wolves. It is not the same. I just think wolves are cool, dude. Furries like all animals. I think. I don't know really. The homunculus in the back. So awesome. Yo, Azufre, dude. Yes. That is the dwarf in the bottle. Full Metal Alchemist. Dude, the episode where this motherfucker appears for the first time, there in the bottle, is my favorite episode of Full Metal Alchemist. It's so fucking cool. All the conversations he has with Edward's father, with the, how is that motherfucker called? With Hohenheim. It is so fucking cool, dude. Cosplay so gold. That can happen. That can happen for sure, dude. Keep grinding. You will get your werewolf costume. That is going to happen for sure, dude. By the way, the werewolf costume is going to be a werewolf costume. Not a furry costume. Let's be honest in here, guys. Let's look for a werewolf costume. Werewolf costume. Like one like this. One like this that is not a furry costume. This is not a furry costume. This is a werewolf, right? Hey, this one is fucking... This is... There is no way in hell you can buy this shit. This is too fucking much. This is not a furry costume. You guys know that furries are different. Let's look for a furry costume so you see that they are different. This is a furry. It is totally different, dude. Look, look at this shit, motherfucker. Hey, dude, you can't tell me this is the same. This is completely different. This is a furry costume. This is a werewolf costume. Totally different. Totally different, dude. Hey, don't get it twisted, dude. Don't get it twisted. We have to stop the allegations right fucking now, guys. It was crazy when Hohenheim said he spent all those years talking to the souls inside his body. Yes, brother. The Fullmetal Alchemist has a lot of philosophical stuff that I love. Furry Jazzarus confirmed. I am not, brother. We have to stop it. That's what a furry will say. No, dude. Furries love being furries. They wouldn't deny being a furry. They will embrace it. Showing my gear brotherhood right now. What a show. Hey, brother. Yes. Brotherhood is insane. Even my mom. I showed my mom Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and she loved it, dude. That looks like a furry. I told you it is not the same. This is a furry. This is a werewolf. It is not the same. Bro, it's a streaming furry content. I am not a streaming furry contest, dude. Furry costume have access hatches. Exactly. I am not looking for that shit. Clip just searching for. Hey, no, dude. Hey, stop it, dude. This ain't helping. Of course it is helping. I am showing you the difference. If you can't see the difference, you are just trolling me. If you think this motherfucker is the same as this motherfucker, you are just trolling me. You are just trolling me at this point, dude. It is not the same. It is not the same. Dude, when the dad transmutes the daughter, she just look at me like, what the fuck is it? Hey, that is tragic as fuck. You know that moment is really sad. You know what other moment is sad? When the sergeant or the lieutenant, I don't remember what was his rank, he dies and the daughter cries at the funeral. And Roy Mustang says, it is raining. That, hey, I get goosebumps, dude. That part is really fucking sad too. Like, that anime is deep, dude. It's deep. Thanks for showing us different kinds of furry. I will stop acknowledging the allegations. Fuck that. I will not talk about the furry topic anymore. I will just let it go to the fucking whatever the fuck, to the ether. That part is sad as fuck. Yeah, brother. Super, super sad. It's just different. If I was a furry, I wouldn't deny. Brother, hey, it is true. It is true. Don't put just a furry. Don't put just a furry. But it is true, dude. It is true. I will continue. I will continue. I am giving too much weight to the allegations. When Mustang destroys Emmy with what, like 4 oh, that scene is badass as fuck, dude. Badass as fuck.
You know, it doesn't seem like that's something we're going to see in the near future, at least. Another question I sent over to Try that he squeezed in is later. Appreciate that, by the way, Try. If you're watching this, I do appreciate those questions. The socketables. Chase sockets replacing the idea of fixing attributes and resistances, but with the new Chase sockets, socketables, they are pitching the idea that we're not going to use them for the purpose in the endgame.
I felt so validated when I saw that Try asked this question, and I didn't know that Gassi was the one that pitched this question to Try, which means that me and Gassi are in tune with this problem. I released 2 videos talking about this problem, and some people told me that I was crazy. Dude, Gassi and Try also think that this is the case. These are the 2 videos. I am looking for them. This is bullshit. It's 1 video. And this is crazy. This is the other video. In these 2 videos, I talk about how they are releasing new sockets, socketables that we are not going to use because we are using the sockets to fix resistances. So basically, give me ways to solve resistances so I can use the sockets. People told me I was wrong. And look, they asked the question. I feel so validated. And Gassi also thinks the same as me. And I know for a fact that Gassi is a better player than me. So I feel validated because of that. I feel validated because of that, dude.
So basically, in every interview and every topic and every conversations they've ever had regarding socket balls is that they are supposed to replace the benchcraft. And they're supposed to help you navigate and adjust attributes and resistances so that when you have a high fire res on your gloves and you find a new pair of gloves that happens to be an upgrade for you, but those gloves have a high lightning res, you can't just equip them. Now you're going to have to shuffle 1, 2, or more items to be able to equip that upgrade. And
or fix it with runes. But if you are using the sockets for the new watch, then you can do it. Do you understand how everything goes out of whack?
that can be very frustrating solo self-fun, but in Trade League, that means you finally find an upgrade on the ground, but the only way you can equip it is to go to trade and buy a bunch of other items to be able to equip that, and it's been very frustrating.
Yep.
I sent Jonathan a message a couple of days ago asking about their stance regarding the availability of something like adding an omen to allow us to have resistance swaps that we have from Harvest mechanic in PoE 1. And Jonathan told me that he was going to be talking to Mark about this. I haven't heard back from it around this. The answer we got on the interview here for the Talkative Try is that they basically saying with better gear, you're expected to have so much better resistances and attributes that this.
We destroyed these allegations when we went to PoE Ninja and we look at the top 10 characters in the league in PoE Ninja level 100, and they are still using runes to fix their resistances. So argument that completely destroyed in there. I know that some people say, no, but I fixed my resistances without using the runes. Yes, you did. It requires investment. It requires you looking for it. Not everyone is going to do it. It is not good design. Just because you can solve the problem doesn't mean there is not a problem in there. Remember Nina Tucker? Yes, brother. Poor Nina Tucker. The father is a piece of shit, but he also got what he deserved, right? How did we go from Gassi's video to full allegations? I don't know, because I can say that I like wolves because people say that, what the fuck? I am not going to acknowledge this yet.
Shouldn't be a problem in the higher end game. I just feel like maybe I'm playing the game in the wrong way, but even with extremely high min-max characters, I'm still using at the very least 1 or 2 resistance.
Brother, validation! Validation! I was right! Gas is saying it here, what I just said. Even with a lot of investment, you still need to use 1 or 2 runes to fix your resistances. Dude, validation, validation.
Runes across my gear, and so I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I like it. It just feels a bit odd. But if they added at least a resistance swap omen, I think that would solve a lot of issues for a lot of people, especially throughout the middle of endgame. But even more so in the higher endgame.
Agree completely with this take, Gassi. I am so glad you bring this up. I am so glad you sent this question to both Jonathan and Try, and they talk about this because I think this is important, because it feels like a contradiction in their own design philosophy. You want me to fix resistances with runes, but you are releasing sockets that are on those spots, and runes are supposed to be the crafting bench, but then you give me this. What am I supposed to do? I don't have enough ways of fixing resistances. What? So, hey, thank you very much, Gassi, for this. And yes, I agree. If you don't want to give me the resistance swap, give me another thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily the resistance swap, but something. Give me something that makes it easier so that I can use the socket levels to not waste 2 or 3 of my sockets on runes. I am fine using 1 in very end game. Okay, using 1 to fix 1 of the resistances. Fine, cool. But having to use 2 is already like you can only use runes in 4 pieces of armor. I know that weapons is another shit, but we are talking armor in here where you can fix resistances. So if I take two slots, I am already half my armor is taken away. So, dude, with better gear, yeah, Jonathan, not everyone has 300 divines to spend in 1 perfect item. Exactly, dude, exactly. So you can fix it by heavily investing in your gear. But my argument is that the majority of people never see that amount of currency to get a character to that level. So since these people are not getting to that point, they are not going to use the new sockets. So you are effectively creating content for a very small amount of people, because the vast majority of your player base are never going to interact with this content. At that point, why are you even doing it? I am not saying because people take everything to the other extreme. I am not saying give it to me for free. I am saying give us ways to accomplish it. Yeah, like, dude, you need to really good rinse with great rest and a great ingenuity build along with rest boots. Yes, exactly, dude. On point, Bob. Yeah, let us get 50-20% resistances of the 3 at least. Exactly, Mando. Exactly. Or give me 10% from the 3 and remove 10% from the penalty. Like, because right now you get like minus 40% after you finish the campaign. It is minus 60, but you get 20 from bonuses, and you get minus 40 when you enter endgame. Instead of being minus 40, put it at minus 30. That will be helpful. 10% is 10%, dude. But should the majority of people get a character to that level? That is the point that I am saying, that the majority of people are not getting a character to that level. So you are creating content for people where the majority of people are not going to see it. And I understand there are like levels, there are tiers, but that is a problem. I am fine with, let's assume you have 10 tiers, from the casualest guy to the most hardcore guy. I am fine if these new sockets are only going to be seen by the top 3 tiers. But how they are right now, they are only going to be seen by the very first tier. And I think that is too much, right? What I am saying is, it is fine that it is chase, it is fine that it is somewhat rare, but it is too much. It is too much. That is what I'm trying to say. Yo, Celote, my dude! I think it's good that they are going with this approach. If they tweak numbers by 10 to 15% in a few places, everything will be fixed. I also think that, but my fear is that they will be afraid of tweaking the numbers themselves. I think they would prefer the approach of giving us way to fix it instead of tweaking the numbers. What do you guys think? Do you think they would prefer to tweak the numbers or to give us other ways to fix it? I think they will prefer to give us other ways to fix it instead of tweaking the numbers. They are taking the overly cautious approach. Honestly, it's great design. I agree with that, and that is one of the things that I defended when 0.2 launched. People were mad about the nerf to everything. But you have to understand human psychology. If they start the league with everything being OP and then nerf it, people are mad. But if they start the league with everything being shit and then buff it, people are happy because they got a buff. Even if the end result is the same result, right? So I do agree with what you are bringing up, that going cautiously little by little is a good approach. I am just ranting about this because right now I don't have like a basis to say that they are working on fixing it, right? Maybe they have a system in the works that is going to help you fix resistances that is not the harvest resistance swap, right? And we don't know. But I can only make assumptions with what I know. And with what I know is that right now it is fucked up, right? They are extremely terrified of giving us too much roll. And I understand the fear, because once you give it to me, you can take it away. It is honestly true. People are like that, dude. And that is why they are not nerfing stuff mid-season that we discussed earlier, because if you do it, people cry about it. Once you have it, they can never take it away. It will be for all over again. You are completely right with that, Vernon. Hey, that is completely true. I think point 2 league Stargate people PTSD. Yeah.
Attributes was brought up briefly, and basically they want to look at gem requirements, as they seem to be a bit too harsh on the requirements, which I think everyone can agree on.
By the way, reducing the gem requirements also helps you with sockets, not having to use attributes on sockets. Also, if they help you with the gear requirements, the gear attributes requirements is also too harsh. The harshest being the two-handed maces if you are going to dual wield them. If you have not played a warrior using a two-handed mace in one hand, you don't know what pain is trying to solve a strength for that shit.
Wasn't anything else of value that I think we should bring up here regarding that in the interview, but basically they want to look into it at least. Then the classic topic of movement speed was brought up yet again, and this will probably be brought up all the time. And Jonathan then said that the movement speed is the exact same in PoE 1 and 2. I had my moderator and friend Mr. Lolash verify this because I wasn't certain. And it has been confirmed and verified that we are indeed having the exact same movement speed in PoE 1 as we have in PoE 2. Difference is that we have access to Quicksilver Flask, which is a 40% movement speed buff, which is higher roll than the highest movement speed you can get on any pair of boots in Path of Exile 2. Which basically means that because of the access to Quicksilver Flask, just you running is already on a baseline significantly better in PoE 1 because of Quicksilver Flask availability. Then you can couple that with the fact that we actually have consistently spammable usage of mobility skills, which we do not have. Well, if you take away the idea of rake and disengage, which we saw everybody using in the race, we don't really have any mobility skills in PoE 2. But we do.
You guys know that I am not the biggest complainer about the movement speed in PoE. I think that movement speed is fine. I would also be okay with a 5 to 10% baseline buff or giving us more ways of moving faster. I am fine with that. Like, I don't care. I don't want Sumsumi, so I think that they need to be cautious with the mobility skills. That is what you have to be cautious, because that is what creates a Sumsuminess, not necessarily the movement speed, unless you get out of control. But how it is right now, I am fine, and a slight buff would also be fine. But a thing that I want to point out is that they say that we have the same movement speed as in PoE 1, and yes, probably statistic-wise we do. But movement speed is also relative, right? Like, I don't know, maybe they can measure things in pixels or in, I don't know, square pixels in the screen in the game, in the game engine or whatever. But the movement speed is relative to the size of the map, to the size of the character, to the size of the things you interact with, to the size of the monsters, to the distance that you need to traverse. Like, the movement speed is relative in this case. Am I crazy? Am I saying something stupid? I think that even if you move at the same speed, but you need to traverse something twice as long, you will feel slower, right? It is relative. It is, I don't know. The point being, I don't think that movement speed is that bad. It can be buffed a little bit. But I also think that just saying, no, it is the same movement speed as in PoE 1 is a little bit disingenuous, because maybe the number is the same, but in feeling it is not the same because of all the other external factors that influence every game in a different manner.
Have that in PoE 1. That is why the speed difference is so much faster. We have Quicksilver, which gives us a 40% more movement speed than we have access to in PoE 2, but also the mobility skill does play a very large factor here. And another topic that I wanted to bring up during this interview was rarity. In PoE 1, when you drop a unique item, that unique item will be a random from every unique item that exists in the entire game. The pool of a unique item that will drop is just going to be taken from all of the unique items. Whereas in PoE 2, the system is made so that if you drop an amulet, that amulet could roll a unique, and then that will be a unique amulet. If you drop a mace, that could roll a unique, and there will be a unique mace. This makes it so that certain item bases that are rarer than others, such as amulets, makes it so that amulets that are unique are vastly more scarce than other types of base items. This made it so that such as chase items like Astrament,
the rarity compounds, basically.
This is astronomically rare. And this is being addressed, and the way they addressed it from what Jonathan said is that they're making it considerably more common. But this means that you'll whenever you drop an amulet, you'll now be more likely to find a unique amulet rather than a magic right rare one, which basically means that you'll have less non-magic amulets as a result of this fix, but you'll have more unique amulets. So I'm not sure if
this makes me think that we need the Orb of Scouting in PoE 2. What do you guys think about getting the Orb of Scouting in PoE 2? Would it be too OP? Or would it be fine? Because that would be a solution to this problem that Gassi is describing in here, right? Give all boots a 10% implicit boost. Hey, that will be fine. I am 100% on board with that. For sure, dude. Agree, an attack cast speed impacts the field of overall speed of movement. Attack speed is way harder to scale in PoE2. In PoE2, it is plentiful. I agree with that too. Also, the way you use your abilities affects your perception on how fast or slow you are. And you definitely feel slower in PoE2, which I am fine with, but we need to come to the correct balance, right? It is needed. Okay, I am glad that I am not crazy, because I think it will be cool. Sometimes you have you drop a magic item that you want the base, but you can't do anything with the magic item, and you use vendoring. But if you had the orb of scouting, you will use it on the magic item, right? And that will be cool.
That's a great change because amulets are already rare by default. On the other hand, if you want normal white rare magic amulets, you could always gambit them for gold, I guess. I'm not sure how big of an issue it is, but I did want to bring it up as it was brought up in the interview. A big shout out to Talking to Try for this interview. I think that they had quite a few solid questions. It's always hard to have Jonathan or Mark in on an interview.
I also think that the interview was a W. There was a lot of new information in there that we didn't know. And yes, we have a lot of new stuff confirmed. Again, I am very positive about the future of the game. I think they are making a lot of good decisions. Like, in all of this, the only thing that I disagree with the soccer belts, and I think they will come with a solution at some point. I have faith about that. But everything else is a W. Like, it is hard to not be optimistic about the future of the game. At least for me, I am really optimistic because I already love the game how it is. And I see that it is improvement and that it is continuing to improve. So I am really positive about this, dude.
And when I say that, I love doing it, don't get me wrong. But what is hard is that when we ask questions, they have so much passion for the game. So they just go on and talk about it. And I love doing that. But it means that when you prep 50 questions, you get through half of them in that time. And I think that Talking to Try did a very good job with this interview, going through as many questions as he did. And we got...
Exactly. It is cool that Jonathan and Mark explain things very well with that passion because we understand where they are coming from. That is awesome. But at the same time, that extends the interview and then you don't have enough time. So it is like, to do a proper interview with them, it needs to be a 5-hour interview, right?
Some valuable questions answered. And this is the TLDR of the things that stood out the most for me personally. Either way, I'll let you guys check out the full video in the descriptions down below. Hope you guys like this little TLDR recap from me. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content, all of that jazz. It helps the channel out, and I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So till then, stay safe and keep rocking.
Hey, keep rocking, dude. Hey, that was a nice fucking video, guys. I loved it. And we talk about a bunch of cool shit. Yes, we talk a little bit about it, but hey, we talk about it more. We go deeper. We dissect everything that is happening in here. So thank you very much for the video, guys, my dude. Let me see what you guys are saying. We need scouting for sure, but then again, they are adding problems only to solve them by adding something that is already available in PoE 1. Yeah. And I think they don't want to give us scouting, right? They don't want to do it. Because if they wanted, they would have already done it, right? I don't know. You have to do Act 3 with 0% move speed to understand. People will actually spend currency if we had a scouting ops. Yes. Yes, just remember, where is the money going? Where is the fucking money going? At least in PoE2, I feel, or in GGG, I feel they are working. That they are investing the money, dude. With WoW, where the fuck is the money going, dude? And with Diablo 4, it's even worse than with WoW. Where the fuck is the money going, dude? Nice way of saying Jonathan talks too much. But hey, they talk too much because of something cool, dude. I like the zooming too much. PoE movement is fun. Fuck zooming, dude. Fuck zooming. Watch the Flash TV series, the TV show for the Flash if you want to zoom. Rizzo. Scouts are a must. They just make you collect bars and fill up stash tabs instead of getting a 40 stash of scouts. When they announced that they will remove them from PoE2, I thought it sucks at this moment, and I'm just waiting for them to reverse the design soon. Or maybe doing something similar. Like I don't know, a tower that when you get to the end of the tower, you can put in the worksheet and it removes it. It is a pain in the ass, but it is a way of doing it. I don't know. Or something that you move, like something like the recombinator that you put the item and then you put some bullshit, a currency in there, and it removes the shit. Something that works similarly to the scouting, right? Wait until you try zooming with a mage flood. Brother, I don't know. Maybe I have to get used to PoE 1. We will see now that we are going to play the new league. But hey, right now I am an anti-zoom dude. I am in the anti-zoom team. But hey, maybe I will grow to like zoom. Who knows? Who knows? But right now I am going to buy an entrance to the Arbiter of Ash, and we are going to destroy that bitch. Did I leave something behind? Because sometimes I leave stuff up in there. So I will check it. No, I didn't leave anything. 415 exalt to a divine is a joke. It is fucking stupid, dude. It is fucking stupid. And I will buy to get to the Arbiter of Ash, and I am going to waste 6 divines on this shit, but we are going to kill him, and he's going to drop the Sacred Flame. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Dude. Okay. I am buying all these exalteds because I need them to buy the fragments. Ancient Crisis Fragment, 580. Bitch, dude, that is too fucking expensive, dude. I told you guys that I was going to turn your currency into content. We are going to do this, dude. We are going to do this. Faded Crisis Fragment, 700. My dude, inflation is fucked up, dude. Inflation is fucked up. Not even like this. Okay. And the other one, 730. I don't have it, right? How many I do have? 380. So I got 2 divines more. And there you go. Okay, now we buy the remaining fragment. 730. There you go. Okay, we have an entrance to the Arbiter. Yo! Bearman, my dude! A super chat for 20, dude! That is
Keep
insane!
grinding and sharing your opinions. Your takes are spot on.
Thank you, dude. Thank you also for the kind words, dude. Thank you. Hey, it is cool when you give 100,000 takes a day and someone says that your takes are spot on. That is fucking cool. That motivates you to keep going, dude. Thank you so much, Bearman. Thank you, dude. That is fucking awesome, dude. That is fucking awesome, dude. We are going to do an arbiter here to celebrate, and we are going to kill that bitch. Let's fucking go, dude. Last night we tried it and I died. Last night we tried it and I died. But today, I have some upgrades. I made some upgrades to my gear. I think I have more damage. So let's see what happens, dude. Let's see what happens. I think I will be able to do it. I have mana problems. Maybe I should buy a flask, a better flask before doing this. I will try to buy a better flask, dude. I need a better flask before doing this shit. A flask that gives me charges per second. Ultimate mana flask. Charges per second. Gains charges per second 0.25. And then the amount. How can I increase the amount? Increase amount recover. There you go. Two divines for a flask. Fuck you in the ass, dude. There is no way in hell I give you a divine for a fucking flask. Okay, 5 chaos for this one. This is fine. Let's see if this guy invites me. Because that is the other thing, that they invite you. 3 chaos for this one. Let's go. 20 exalted for this one. Let's go. You can do this. Just don't choke. I won't choke, dude. I won't choke. I will do it, dude. 4 chaos. Let's go. There you go. Someone invited me. Who is this? This one. 3 chaos. Okay. I need to buy 3 chaos. There you go. While trying to trade, can you give me your thoughts on try not asking about it at all? Yes, I think he didn't ask it about it because last time people asked about trading, the answer was not very good, right? Do you remember when Jonathan got mad at Gassi because of asking about trading? That is why he didn't ask about it, dude. I think so. I think that is my theory. This has 15% quality, so I can steal quality more. 20, right there. This mana flask is better because my mana right now is fucked up, dude. My mana right now is fucked up. There we go. Let's go. Actually, never had issues trading. No go good. It is a little bit of a pain in the ass. I have a lot of complaints with trading, dude. I have a lot of complaints with trading because it is too much of a hassle. Like, I am already used to it. You can definitely do your thing and everything is fine, right? But it can be way, way better. It can be way better. It is too annoying, dude. It is too annoying. Trading in WoW is awesome. It is instant. It is great. And the game is not broken. Some people will say, yes, but the gearing in WoW is different than the gearing in ARPGs. I understand. But it is a pain. It is a pain. Okay, okay. Fingers crossed. Last night, we died to this bitch. But today, we are going to kill him. This is the last kill that I need to get the last 2 points, by the way, in my Arbiter Vulture. So this is not tier 0 Arbiter, dude. This is monster level 82 Arbiter. Let's see.
You are too late. The fourth edict already burns for you.
LOL, I failed all my grenades, dude. I throw them too early. First mistake. First mistake. Look at that damage. Beautiful.
I'm out of mana. Not yet.
Long for this world.
I need more mana.
Acquiesce, mortal.
Out of mana.
Who is your fucking daddy? Did you see that at the end? How I went from dodging the skills right there. Who is your fucking daddy, dude? And I fucked up my initial combo. I fucked up the initial combo, dude. And I still fucked him in the ass. Fuck the arbiter, dude.
What luck?
Look at the bullshit he drops, dude. Look at the bullshit he drops. Give me something cool, dude. Give me the sacred flame.
Stay alive.
I will have to go and back. Oh, I will drop this. Nobody cares about this. There you go. Let's go. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. I destroyed that motherfucker. But I didn't get. I didn't earn back the currency, dude. I spent like 5 or 6 divines to kill him. Brother, I fucked it up. I identified the Morior Invictus. You have to sell this shit unidentified. And I identified it. Nobody's going to buy this shit. Nobody's going to buy this shit. Three divines 1 month ago. Nobody's going to buy this bullshit. I will put it at 2 divines, but it is a long shot. I fucked it up by identifying it. I should have not identified it, dude. I fucked it up. But hey, guys, it is over 1 a.m. for me. I will leave it at that. We will be back tomorrow harder than ever. We are going to come strong. You know, I am incredibly grateful for every single one of you in here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You guys make the grind easier. You make the grind an enjoyment. Thank you so much, guys. God, please bless every single one of every single person that is here. Make them happy. Make their families happy. Make their dreams come true. Guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless you. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.